Macleod. I'm a printmaker and a painter, but primarily known for painting figures in landscapes. But printmaking has always interested me. I think the rigours of printmaking has always been a little bit difficult. I mean, you need a lot of equipment, you need to be very interested in the whole process, and I probably love the directness of painting more. I was approached by Michael Kempson to do some prints. That would be probably over 10 years ago now, and he suggested looking at working directly on the plates with a bitumen, blocking out and using a brush rather than what normally people would do on with a hard ground etching or scratching with a needle with more of a drawn line. So he got me working with a painted mark, which suits me really well, I've got to say. So what I generally do is work just directly on the plate with bitumen, blocking out until I've got an image that seems to be working, and that's then open bitten in the acid. After the print's been open bitten, we then put an aquatint on it by blocking out. It's from the various greys and up to blacks. I do find that the more I can achieve in the initial bite, the better, because printmaking is very, very difficult to make adjustments. In a painting, if you want to make a small mark, you just make a small mark. With a print, with an etching, you will have to block out the whole plate, put another aquatint on, put it in the acid, clean it off, proof it, and it may be what you want and it may not be what you want. It's also easy to darken a mark, but it's quite difficult to lighten one because you're having to polish up the plate, and that's actually quite tricky. It takes a lot of time. And with my painting, I do make a lot of adjustments. I put the paint down in quite a random way with the intention of keeping the freshness that I've already put in. Now, that with printmaking, that's a lot harder to do because, as I say, those small marks take a lot more work on a print, and they're harder to retain the freshness of that initial print. So I usually attempt to get the image down as fast as possible. I've worked with a few different printmakers, but I tend to work mainly with Michael and a guy called Ron McBurney in Townsville. Michael Kempson approached me initially and suggested we did some work together. I was certainly aware of Cicada Press, and I was aware of some of the work he'd done with other people. Well, I guess the difference for me and Chris and Elizabeth especially is we've done a lot of work with him. We've continued to work with him, and that has the benefit to get results that you probably couldn't get initially. You're able to sort of understand the process. Even though he's still quite a lot in control, you are able to kind of know what roughly you're getting, what kind of results you're potentially getting. And I think that's the fabulous thing with working with someone for a period of time. It is a collaboration, it's very much a collaboration.
So just sit it down on the bed and look, what do you think?
Gorgeous.
The environment at Cicada is insanely hectic. I mean, there's so much going on, it's incredible. And Michael, as I said before, is like a conductor trying to, conduct the whole orchestra. It's a break from the normal one-on-one thing where you're in the studio with your painting, and it's an isolated process, where over there is a sense of community, which I think is really lovely. I think it's been lovely the way Michael has actively sought out showing the prints and collaborating with culturally different artists, which has been wonderful. He's certainly pushed into areas like Thailand and Pakistan. A lot of people don't understand how complicated printmaking is. There's a hell of a lot that goes into it, but I've always loved the look of print, especially etching. Etching to me has a surface, a texture, which some of the other processes I don't find. I guess with working with a print studio, you're getting the best of both worlds because those guys are doing it all for you. You do a lot of the stuff yourself, and that's kind of fun, but you don't have to retain all that knowledge. They'll tell you how long they think it should be in the acid, they'll check it out, and they'll put the aquatints on. They'll even file the edges sometimes, which is kind of nice. I would see a true printmaker would work on the print from beginning to end. They would do all of the work, they would edition their own prints. But of course it's just a label, and whether I'm a painter or a printmaker, I've enjoyed the process and I'm still enjoying the process, and I want to keep doing it. And I feel like now I can actually start producing things that are kind of interesting, that are pushing the boundaries a bit. It's been a fantastic opportunity, and I think Cicada Press have been wonderful, and I really appreciate what they've done for me.